So the basis of my modified exercise for this idea is based on their theory that increased stretching equals more muscle growth. And to me, from my understanding, it makes sense. When you move through more planes of motion, you're going to use more of your muscles. How are you going to use more muscle if you aren't doing more range of motion? Also, the extra stretch builds more muscle through tearing the muscles more. So if you stretch out the muscles more, then it's going to tear more, which makes sense. And people always say that mechanical tension is the main driver for muscle hypertrophy. But I think also muscle tear is kind of like a symptom or an indicator. It's not the main cause, but it's going to be there if you're going to have muscle hypertrophy. That's just in my ideas and in my opinions. If there's no muscle tear, then there's nothing to repair. And so if we take that stretch theory and apply it to our exercises, most people apply it to just stretching extra. So this is the closest thing I could find to a bicep curl. It's Invisible Dry Apple Splash. So does not smell like apple smash, but does smell good. But anyway, if we apply this, most people apply it to a bench press by just stretching more, or let's say a bicep curl for this example, where they just stretch out the bicep more. But the anatomy of the human body is one thing. Have you ever noticed? Let's show this right now. So when you have your arm like this, your bicep is contracted, right? And when you stretch it out, your bicep becomes stretched out. But if you notice, if I have my palm and I switch it, then my bicep stretches out more. You see how it shortens and then lengthens when my hand is out here? So my theory is, instead of trying to get a maximal stretch with your bicep by just stretching it out more past to where your actual elbow can get past, I'm thinking you just switch your hand position, because in that'll stretch your biceps since it's attached to your forearm, mainly the brachialis. But I think that genuinely works. Now, it'll be like minuscule gains, but in the long run, that'll add up, right? And so I'm not saying, oh my gosh, do a bicep from this position and then curl it out. I think what I'm saying is you want to finish in this position to get the maximal stretch. So, for example, you just do this, boom, do a normal bicep curl, finish, and you finish out here. So you're not under a mechanical disadvantage. Although mechanical disadvantage is really good for when you don't have a lot of weight to work with. So to do one of these modified stretchy bicep curls to get a little bit more muscle growth potentially, you just start in a stretch position, and then you do a normal bicep curl, and then you finish in the stretched position. Now, yeah, it does look funny, and it is working the forearms when you lift it, but you can just modify this to, when you're in that position, just do that, just switch your hand, and then boom. So that's my potential idea of getting more muscle growth. And you can apply it to the triceps as well, because triceps are basically the opposite of the biceps. So when you have them out here, you get a maximum shortening, and then when you switch, when you have your hands palms out, you have the maximal shortening, and then so when you have them out here and your palms towards you, you will have a maximal stretch. So you can apply that to your tricep movements as well. So yeah.